Hi guys, Tiffany here. So I'm just going to do this the way I know best to do it because with all that stuff on this laptop and I'm lost. I'm so lost. Like, very lost. I have no idea what I am doing. So I'm just going to do this the way I know how to do it. I got it figured out sorta, and then yeah, so I'm just going to put it on here, though, and use the laptop as my talking thing because there's so much more space than my cell phone. So that'll work better, at least. I don't know how this volume goes down on this thing, though. That's it. Hi, Teresa. So I'm just doing this my regular way. I gotta figure out how the volume goes down on this laptop. I don't know anything about it. Hi, Sameda. I have no idea. I'll just like put it right here. Did I freeze? Oh, are you kidding me? Oh. I hate laptops. I hate computers. I hate technology. This sucks. I am a quilter. I shouldn't have to know these things. Okay, I'm just going to turn this off and use my phone because I don't know how to use this. Ugh. I don't know how to do that stuff at all. I'm lost. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Two seconds. Okay. Alright, guys. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Dixie. Alright, so I am back to normal mode because I don't know how to use this I don't know how to use this technology. I'm so lost. So let's just do what I do best, quilting. In particular, today is the quilt top. So let me make sure that I have a good angle, and I am going to, hi Michelle. Yeah, I'm just using my tablet and my phone as the, to read because I can't see the screen, so I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way so I can show you guys what I managed to accomplish last night. And let me tell you, it took all that I had to stop when I got all the rows together. Like, I finished them within, I don't know, 35, 45 minutes after I was on live. I went outside, had a smoke, came back in, finished, and bam, I was done. It wasn't much to do. And then it took about 15 minutes to press it to get it to, it lays so flat. Like, I didn't even bother snipping. Ooh, I had spaghetti for dinner, which gives me really bad acid, so bear with me. But anyways, I didn't clip any of the seams so they lay different ways. I just pressed it, and you know what? It lays super duper flat. So let me open this up. I'm telling you guys, this thing is absolutely huge. So this is it. I'm going to lay it on the bed so you guys can see. So Dana, I was up all night. Around between 3 and 6 a.m. I got sick from eating food, which happens often, and then I was up and up and up, and then this morning came around and I still couldn't fall asleep, so I just stayed up all day, which is good sometimes because I can manage to get all the shopping and stuff done. So I went fabric shopping and whatnot today. So I'm gonna lay this out, guys, so that way you can see it, and don't mind my room is a little bit of a mess today. I'm going to lay this out so you guys can see what it looks like on a bed without borders. It hangs over quite well on both sides. And I also have the pillows in my bed, so obviously it's got lumps and bumps from pillows. So, alright. Well, let me bring you over to it now. I'm going to unplug this dumb thing. Don't mind me in the way. Stupid camera. Ooh. Alright. See the hangover already? I pulled it all the way up to the top. If the pillows were down, it'd be at the top. So. Oops. So, and then I'll close up right now. I gotta add the borders though, so that's why we're here, so I can get those done, because I really, really want them done. But see, I didn't use pins, only just that row that I showed you guys how to use the pins. You see those beautiful seams? But for beginners, I guess if you have to use the pins, use the pins. See, like there's that one right there. It's not perfect, but these ones are, and that one is. No, I have to do borders. I gotta seal it off and make it bigger, because it's 79, pretty much 80. It's 79 and a half by 93 and a half. Okay, now. So I need it to just be a smidge bigger. And I'm gonna turn the camera so you can see my cutting area, because I haven't cut any of this stuff yet either. Getting ready to do that, so. Alright guys, don't mind 2 seconds. Normally this is not me. I sit down and do what I gotta do. So, just 2 inch of the green and 2 inch, well, it's gonna be cut at 2.5, finish at 2 of the black. So I'm gonna go black first, then green. Oh no, I'm gonna do 3. So yeah, black, then green, then finish off one more black. Yeah. I just need it to hang over further. I need further. You guys know I like big quilts, so. I am going to turn, actually I'll just do it from this side. So yeah, I'm going to cut some of this black first, and then we will get to getting this together. So this quilt is, how big did I just say? I said something by something. That means I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 or 11, and I barely have enough of this green to do it. I have 26 inches of this. So I'm going to cut that up too. It should all work out though. Yep, it'll be something like that. So I'm going to lay these on top of each other so I can get more than one cut at a time. Are you serious? I did not pre-iron anything, so if it doesn't lay flat, that's not my fault. Alright. Nice straight line. I'm lining the fabric up on top of itself. Black is a little bit harder to get that perfect straight line every time. And then I gotta straighten up this edge, so. Alright. I'm not in PJs today. I'm in a dress that my daughter gave me. But it feels like PJs because 90% of the time my PJs are dresses. I would have done a live earlier when I was wearing my pajamas, but I was like, you guys don't want him to see me in my big pink nightgown. Alright. Oh, I don't have a bag for... I use a bag to keep my quilt scraps in so that I can use them as stuffing for dog beds. And let's just go over 2.5. I'm doing 2.5 inch strips. And I'm using my cutting board as the measurements instead of the ruler because I put myself on the wrong angle. So here's 1, 2. Oh my god, are you seriously kidding me today? This is why I don't use the cutting board. Three, 4. This is going to be quite the easy border to do. Borders, plural. I can't see comments right now, guys. These little itty bitty dinky pieces. 9, 10. We're going to cut 12 for now. So I have them right here on top anyway. I'm very sloppy today. It's not helping for me. Alright, that one's cut. I am cutting for this. I'm cutting 10 strips for the first border, 11 strips for the second border, and then the third border is going to be 13 strips. I'm trying to think how many is going to go around multiple times. So this one's just getting cut all the way because this one there's not much of, like, at all. There's 26 inches left of this material, and I couldn't find any when I went shopping today. And this is so thick I'm going to have to cut right-handed. Pretty much. Okay, I'm looking at the comments. Alright. This is 2.5 inch strips on this one too. So I'm just cutting this one all the way up. It's a lot of layers. There's a lump in my table. Oh, look at that. Woo. Yes, it looks like I'm trying to trash it, but I can't cut very well with this many layers, but I'm doing it anyway. I don't know. It's like really on the edge. Just barely making it. I'm not even going to chance it. Okay. We'll see what it looks like with these two first. No, I just put a blade on. Can you sew the black and green strips and the other black together and then sew the strips? Yeah, you can do that and do it as a mitered corners. Yeah. I'm not going to. I'm just going to sew two sides and then top and bottom, two sides and then top and bottom, just to make it faster. It's faster for me to just do it that way, but I can miter them. And no, I don't need a new blade. So you got your binding tool star quilt started on, or finished up, I mean, the borders. I'm going to cut all these selvages off at once. Woo! I got so frustrated with that whole video stuff earlier that I just like totally gave up. And then it wasn't loading when I tried to go live from the computer. Just one of those things I cannot learn. I don't know what it is. I just can't catch on to new age stuff, I guess. My brain doesn't allow me. I'm going to cut all these off real quick. And I'll see if anyone said anything. Cut exactly. Yeah, it can be done with a strip set just as easily. I'm trying to keep this as beginner as possible, so that's the only reason for me doing it traditional way, by just adding the two borders individually. Yeah, this is a new blade I just put on like a month ago. But I go through blades a lot because I cut a lot. I still love this fabric, even though now that it's in strips, you can't really, you see the small trees, not the big ones. The binding that I'm going to pre-make for this is actually the colors that are in the quilt top. It's the leftover strips from the fat quarters themselves, which is pretty awesome that I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to pre-make that though, that way once I quilt it, all I have to do is bind it and be done. So I already have that ready. I have it ready like on 2 other quilts as well. No, it's just right. Alright. Let's get to doing this. So, for the borders, I'm just going to do the all around one long huge strip and then trim as I go, which is what I always do, especially when you're a beginner. It's kind of easy to do it this way. It makes it very simple. So I'm just going to put them right sides together, which there's no right or wrong side with solids. I bought for the customer's quilt a red and white polka dot. It's got white polka dots, like you can't see it, but. And then this green, it's like a really dark green with gold snowflakes. She is in love with this stuff, so what the customer wants, the customer gets. And this is going to act as a border and a lot of the applique stuff and centerpiece. So that's all I purchased today. Oh, and then I purchased the, I found another, I went through, while I was up last night not sewing, I actually went online and looked on Etsy and all sorts of other sites, and I found on Etsy like 3 other of the snowman prints and $8.50 a yard and more of places. Like I scrolled down into the thing and they were not wrote that way. It was just wrote under Christmas snowman or Christmas fabrics, and I really like scrolled through 500-600 things before I found it. And yeah, the I found one lady that actually said on her, in her description, that she had more than 1 yard available. The rest of them all only had 1 yard, and also they weren't available in America. Like I really wanted it to ship from here in America, just because I want it to be here in time. When I get to the borders, it'll be here, you know? So yeah. So what I did was, I, just like you would do binding, I brought that piece, folded it up to me, and I'm just going to keep going right sides together until I have a big long strip. No, I used to ride motorcycle. I could still ride dirt bikes if I was feeling really good or something, but I used to be very active in the motorcycle riding, street bikes, crotch rockets is what you would call them. I used to ride a really nice Honda. If you guys want to look it up, I had a Honda CBR 600, and I used to be able to stand up on my bike while riding it, and a couple little tricks that were safe, but my hands and legs prevent me from riding anymore, so I sold it. I had a thing for driving really fast on the freeway. I went 165 is the, well, a little bit over 165, but if GPS was following me, it would have been 165. 165 miles an hour on the highway is quite the rush, let me tell you. I already found it, Dixie. And I don't know where my sample piece went because I took it with me to the store. This is what I found. It's the snowman print. It's really pretty up close. It's not my style, but like I said, what the customer wants, the customer gets, within reason, obviously. I figured I'd be able to track the stuff down, though, sooner or later, with the help of all my friends here on YouTube. What, me out of my mind? No way. I was a little daredevil for many, many years. I figured, you know, you only live once. And my tattoo on my chest says, dream as if you live forever, live as if you die today. I definitely live my life as if I'm going to die today. So why waste my time on things that aren't fun? Like quilting is fun. I don't want to sit around and do dishes all day long, you know? So I do stuff like this. And I used to be the daredevil. And like I told you guys before, I was a gymnast when I was younger and a cheerleader, and I was the one that did the tumbling part because I was a gymnast. You probably didn't get a notification, Sandy, because I literally attempted like a bazillion times to go on. Finally, I just said, screw it, I'm going to do what I know best and just use my tablet. Until I can figure that out, I'm just going to do what I know how to do. But my camera did come today. And it hooks up to the computer, but I can't get it to work on my tablet like it is supposed to. I have to use some special thing that I guess I didn't order. Some special tool that it didn't tell me I needed. Alright, I am not even going to finger press or anything because when I get to that seam, it'll be ready. Now I have just one humongo, jumbo, long strip. And here's my top, so I'm going to leave that up here so I can find it. And right side down so that I can find it that way as well. And the rest I'm just going to throw on the floor. Yep, so, alright, I'm going to move these out of the way so that I don't lose them, because this quilt top is quite large, and I'm going to yank it off my bed here now. I am going to find a side. And I'm going to lift it up here because it's kind of heavy, because there's a lot of it. And I am just going to start sewing. I'm going to make sure that every time I come to one of these that they fold down the seam that I created. I'm just going to make sure it folds down. When I get to pressing later, you know, since it's kind of hard to press and do this at the same time, then I'll open it all up. But for now, I'm just going to line these right sides together. And I'm going to back tack that first one. Yeah, I wish they would have told me. This is what I ordered. It's a special camera that has lighting on the front. Like, I figured, you know, it would see better, and it does. It sees amazing from the computer. And it's supposed to hook to my tablet. The USB does hook to my tablet. My tablet has a USB, but it's saying for it to work properly that I need a device that hooks to this and then turns into like a cell phone connector. An OTG or OCG cable of some sort. I'm lost. I got it to work on the computer, but I can't get the computer to get a steady flow because the computer sucks. It's so slow and horrible. Like, it's a new age computer. I don't know. My husband doesn't like it either, but we can't do anything about it with our internet. So I'm just going to sew down this. This is 20 fat quarters, 10 double, like, so like say this color, there was 2 of this color, 2 of this color, there's 2 of every color, and 10 colors. And then I split them up to where one was my focus color and one was my not focus color, and then the 2 background colors. And there's a yard and a half of each background color. I wish I could, I wish I knew how to make PDF downloads. Like I said, I'm lost. I don't understand technology stuff whatsoever. So if I could find somebody ever that lives locally to me that can actually just come here and walk me through things, I would probably do a better job and be able to take what I've drawn up and things that I've done and write it down and put it in some kind of thing that you guys can download. But I don't know that stuff, and it's going to be a while since I can't figure out how to use a laptop and a camera. It's going to be a while before I learn how to do anything else, especially writing patterns. So, yes, this thing is enormous. It's like hanging all on the floor. It's not as big as some of the other ones that you've seen, Michelle. The ones that are still not finished. Soon, though. The weather is changing slowly but surely. You guys have fall. I don't. It's still summer here for me. It hasn't yet. It's under 110 at least daily. Today was a little bit of overcast for a little while. It was like 101, but it was still hot. Yes, computers are 100% not my thing. I can use a sewing machine, I can take a sewing machine apart, but I can't do anything with the computer. That's where my ex-husband came in handy. He's a computer guy. He's the one that still does our computer stuff. Okay, I'm coming to an end. And like I showed you before, simplest for me to do is to come close to the end, getting it laying nice and flat right here on the table, where it's, I don't know how well, you guys can't see this very well, but I get it up to my table right here. I take the other side of it, and I'm going to have to get some scissors for this part. I fold it up onto itself, and then I make a crease at the edge, and I make sure that it's lined up onto itself, and I make a crease at that end. Stay. And then I take my scissors and I just cut that crease, and then I sew right off of it. Stay. And then I come back to the top real quick, and I'm going to press it out. There's so many seams it makes it hard to finger press, but as long as I'm separating it, I don't mind that sound. My fingernails super duper sound funny. We don't have trees to see leaves here. Darn it all. You guys are all talking about the change in the trees. Yeah, right. We have palm trees. They're pretty all year long until they start to die. I'm kind of just pulling all these threads that have made their way to the front as I go. Alright. These little snips come in handy. Okay, now I'm going to turn the whole thing. And then start down this side. So I'm going to line it up, right sides together, right at that end. Do a little back tack, and just start down this side. I have not found doing it this way having any wrinkles or puckers or roly-poly fabric at all. This works just the same as when you measure the 3 separate measurements and then combine the total of what they all are closest to. So say it was 93 1/4 here, 93 1/2 there, and 93 1/4, I would cut it 93 1/4 instead of 93 1/2. But my 3 measurements, I'm not going to bother with that because I don't have a flat space to lay this right now. So I'm just doing it my way, like throwing these borders on and be done. And then this can go in my pile out there. It's quite the large pile too, let me tell you. I wasn't happy with one of the quilts like a couple weeks ago, and I took it apart at where I wasn't happy and changed a few things out. And now it's the way it needs to be. Now it's just sitting on the shelf. Wow, you guys have like amazing cold weather. Because to me, anything under 70 is cold. Like, for me, my body does not like anything under 70. My nails are the kind that make noise whether they're chalkboard or not chalkboard. And they break though when I do that. That's why my first finger, there's barely a nail on it because it breaks. The rest of them I try to use just my first finger because I want that to be the only nail that's always broke. The main thing when sewing big quilts like this is to constantly keep it adjusted so that you're staying level with your machine, you know, and lay the quilt on your lap. That is the best thing to do when adding borders, even when you're binding or quilting and stuff. It's always best to keep it on your lap. And we'll keep it nice and flat. And I'm just laying these pieces down on here and letting the machine do the rest. Yeah, I can't do 40. I can't do humid. I can do hot because I live where it's super hot. I can do hot, no humid, and I can't do cold. It was cold the one time I went to Washington. It was cold the one time I went to Oregon. It was cold when I went to Texas. It was cold in Oklahoma. It was cold in New Mexico. Got back to Arizona, I was like, ha ha ha, home. I couldn't imagine going anywhere else. It would kill me. Alright, I'm coming up on another one. I'm going to get it right here. I'm going to pull the thing up, fold it onto itself, making sure that it's flat with itself. Bring it to that edge where I want it to sit. Create a crease. And come in and cut that crease. And I kind of cut it slowly so that I make sure I don't mess it up. Yeah, I think when I was younger I could handle any weather too, but I think kids can go outside barefoot in the snow. They don't care. And us as parents have to watch it so they don't get sick. And all those other problems that happen because children don't want to wear their jackets and they don't want to put on their, you know, sweaters and tons of batting. They don't want to be covered up. They just want to go outside and play, whether there's snow or not. Oh my god, you serious? See, I'm making sure I pull these back, because if I don't pull these back, they won't lay flat. So I kind of like force it open. Yeah, because I need to support, I have to sell it because I need to be able to support the fact that I am using up all of my fat quarters with all of these projects lately. Like, I'm running out. Like, I never thought I would actually start running out of fabric, but then I don't have as much as some people. So I'm getting low, and the only way I'm going to be able to keep making videos and having fabric to make the videos is to make sure that these all go in my Etsy shop. And, well, I've never sold anything there, but maybe someday someone will see something. But I still take in customer quilts, so the customer quilts help too. But I don't make too much off. There's not much profit on a customer quilt. All right, done. Next side. Pull it up onto my lap. And see here at the end, my humility block fit in perfect right at the end. Yeah, this one's not a customer one, Teresa. The customer one that I'm doing is super applique. It's anything and everything with applique. It's 100% going to be a lot of work. I just got to go get some white on white tone, so. And I can start making that and make videos here and there of the progress of it. The lady was super excited though today when I was at the fabric store sending her pictures. She said, "I didn't think you would be starting so soon." I said, "Yeah, gotta get started on it because the quilting alone is what's going to take forever. The piecing part will be okay. It's the quilting of it. What she wants quilting." I don't have a computer, so I can't make that quilting computer stuff that makes it faster. I get my fabric from anywhere that's cheap, anywhere that I can afford, or I go to Tuesday Morning a lot, which a lot of people do, and everybody knows that. Tuesday Morning has great deals, but every time I seem to get to Tuesday Morning, they never have anything. I think it's all the other quilters in town take advantage of it. Ours don't stock our department with the fabric area like everybody else's Tuesday Morning. I've seen some people post pictures at Tuesday Morning and they have loads, like their aisle, a whole aisle of nothing but fabric and quilting related and sewing related stuff. Ours has this little dinky section that's not even the size of half my desk. It's just a little section. And then I go to Walmart, and a lot of my shopping is done online, Etsy and Missouri Star and Jordan Fabrics and so on. Only because there's only 2 quilt shops here in town. What, everybody buys all the stuff out at your Tuesday Morning, Michelle? you guys could see I can see on my screen the color is very vibrant today. What I can see. So I'm kind of glad that it's a little bit better visual, I guess. All the attempts of going online, I guess I got good video quality from my tablet for once. Alright, I'm coming to this end, and yeah, there is a seam like 3 inches away from the edge, but I don't care because I never care. It's black, and black you can never really tell. So I'm going to fold this up. I want it to land right on top and lay nice and flat. My little crease. Nice and cut. Put this back down on my lap. I could just add a couple more strips to what's down here on the floor, and it might do all 3 borders. Yeah, I'm glad I decided to border this. It's actually sealing it off. We don't have, I have to go, I'm doing it probably Wednesday, going out to Joann's. It's like an hour and a half drive from here. It's in another city in Arizona. But I went on their website, and they have quite a few things that might interest me, but I like to see and touch the fabric. My husband says, why don't you just order it online? I like to see and touch. Plus I want to make sure the size of the prints, because I don't want really, really tiny Christmas ornaments, like tree ornaments on the fabric, and the things that I need them to be bigger printed. Alright, now one more side, and then for the next border. For this quilt, are you talking about for this, what quilting pattern I'm going to use? It'd be nice if I actually had bobbin. I got 3 sides down. Oh, I do have bobbin. It just wasn't up. Yeah, I'm probably just going to free motion when it's on the frame. Those things I don't decide until it's on the frame, honestly. It's like I have to look at the blocks, but I could probably, you know, do something. It'll come, whatever it is, it'll come out of my head. Leah Day did a video that she posted, it was on yesterday, a video for free motion quilting. It was a wiggly star, back and forth, and then echoed completely, and it looked like lattice, but wiggly. Like, it looked really cool in the form of a star. So I'm going to try that on my idea quilt. My inspiration idea quilt. Yes, I do. And like I said, I already tried, Teresa, with this. But like I said, I can't go that way. And mine naturally says right to left, left to right when I'm quilting, and not directly up and down. So when it gets on the frame, it'll be easier to do it with. And I ordered another ruler, one of the Angela Walters rulers, to work with for my quilt that I want to do for the quilt show, my diamond quilt. I ordered one of those rulers. That's freaking expensive. Holy moly. So when I finally get to doing that, I'll be playing with that. So did everybody have dinner today? I had spaghetti, which really, really messes with my belly. Like, a lot. Spaghetti sauce is really acidic, and since I have digestive problems with my pancreas not working, it's hard to have that kind of stuff. So I eat small portions and spread it out to like once, twice a month at the most. Yes. Ooh. Chili and cornbread. My husband eats chili all the time. Kind of burn out on eating it. I eat it every once in a while, but usually he eats it. Seafood mix. What's seafood mix? Just a bunch of different seafoods? Yeah, I didn't order any of the Elvira or Archie or Chevron or any of that. I ordered an arch, flat, round. It's got like, you can use it 5 different ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different ways. Yeah. I forgot what it's called. And then I got a squiggly one that I'm supposed to be getting because I ordered another set. I just ordered a Wesley set, a 6-piece set. So that I can get from one place to another with something to use the ones from Teresa. Especially for like feather or whatever the other things are on there, the little... Homemade tomato juice. What, with tomatoes? See, all that stuff messes with my belly. Alright, last one. Lifting it up, folding it on top of itself, making a crease where I want it to end. Cut this out. Come back to the top again. I call it, like, when I do it this way, I just call it like building blocks. It's like a log cabin around a big quilt. It's just building it around it. Yeah, we had meatballs too. But we had noodles. Yeah, I took my pills before I ate today. Garlic and cheese sounds good though. I like to make fried potatoes all the time. I make fried potatoes a lot. And I like to put lots and lots of garlic in my fried potatoes. Everybody likes it though, so that's positive. It's rare I cook. Tomorrow I'm supposed to be making hot roast stew roast, roasted, I don't know, some kind of roast into a stew-like disaster in the crock pot, since we can't use the oven. Two so far. Well, two right now, which would be this one, and then now I'm going to put this one, which I like it. Just the same colors that are in this thing. I'm just gonna leave that right there. Now I'm gonna hook all these together the same. Just gonna put them right sides together. And I'm gonna have to cut that off of there because I have no idea what my fabric got eaten. Should have opened up my thing and checked before I cut them. Are you kidding me? That edge of the fabric piece. Oh man. That must have been the piece that was on the edge. Okay. That was weird. Didn't you make cookies too, Teresa? Peanut butter cookies? What kind of cookies did you make, Seneda? Oh, good night, Sandy. Alright. Totally attempting to concentrate here. It's because I'm trying to align this fabric with the way the fabric is coming out. The direction of the small trees. That's what I'm doing. So I guess I am kind of being picky with one of them. Ooh, chocolate chip. Did you bake me some? Bake me some and ship them. Quick. Hurry. That's my favorite. I wish I could use my oven right now because I would totally make some fresh ones for myself. That, and then my second favorite is oatmeal raisin. I don't know why, I just like them. What kind of Halloween cookies are you going to make? The sugar cookie kind? Alright. Oh, maybe I should add this last piece just in case to distribute out the length that I actually needed. If anything, I can cut the piece from that other one. I just realized there was another one buried. Yes, oatmeal raisin is the bomb. That and chocolate chip. Like, I can eat those all the time. My belly won't like the chocolate chip all the time because of the chocolate part, but... Alright, I'm just going to place that right there. And I'm going to start right here on this side because it's closest to me. Alright, I'm going to take a beautiful ruler and straighten this little edge up right here. Okay. Here we go, border number 2. I don't like peanut butter. I actually don't eat much peanut butter, but I'll eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, light on the peanut butter, heavy on the jelly. But other than that, I don't really eat much peanut butter. I've had peanut butter cookies though, and some really delicious ones, but I don't know why, if it's the taste in my mouth or the back of my throat or what, but it's not pleasant. Not for me, at least. I'll still eat them though. Especially if they're like sugar, more sugary than they're supposed to be, or if they got powdered sugar on them or something, or chocolate chips in them maybe. Alright, let's get this one on and see how this goes. A knee replacement in March. Do you walk better now, at least? Nope, never had peanut butter cake, Luana. I don't think anyone's ever made it for or around me either. But I don't think I've ever had it, though. I had a peanut butter cupcake once, and I absolutely was disgusted by it. So maybe that's how a cake would taste, I guess. I don't know. Cake-wise, German chocolate with, oh my goodness, coconut frosting, and then carrot cake with cream cheese frosting. Those are my 2 favorite. And then I actually like German chocolate cake made with a pile of cherries in it. Like, take a bunch of cherries and bake it into the German chocolate cake. Oh, it's absolutely to die for. Oh, just totally. Cherries without pits, though. Yes, I've had honey bun cake. Caramel. Ooh, that sounds good, too. Teresa, you didn't send me none? Come on now. I'm just kidding. Oh, wait, my husband bought a carrot cake from the store the other day, so when we finally can use our oven, we have tons of cake mixes, so I could finally start having some sweets every night. Stay. Does your knee hurt when it's cold? Or when the weather changes? I always thought honey bun cake was the one I ate. It's made with the same ingredients as a honey bun, you know, little donut type things. It's a really sweet, sugary type thing with a hard crusted icing on the cake, and it's a white cake, um, white or yellow. Maybe it's white and yellow mix. I don't know. It's one of those colors, but it's really sweet, sweet, sweet. I hope I explained that correctly. Yeah, it's a honey bun in cake form, but it's made with either, I'm pretty sure it's white cake, the white cake mix kind. And honey buns are usually deep fried, so it's made with more yeast. This is in cake form, so it's not deep fried. But it's the same idea on the frosting. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta grab a water. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I had a message for daycare stuff. Alright. You guys, all this talking is about foods is making me want to go to the store and just get a pre-made cake or something. Like, it's really making me want sweets. Hi, Susan. Yes, it's very nice when it's laid out. Right here, it's just a jumbled mess. Alright, coming to an end again. I'm going to do the same exact thing, except this time, since there's a seam on the outside, just like within not even an inch, I'm going to cut away this first, and then I'm going to cut away that seam. Okay, and see how the seam was just right there, so I'm just going to fold that back on itself and cut that away. Alright, and then sew off the edge. Okay. This one should press back better because it doesn't have all the seams that the black one had to come up against. So do I. I have sweets somewhere right here, and I'm actually thinking about having some while being on here, because all this talk makes me want something sweet. Mike and Ike's it is. I guess I could just keep them in my lap. It's a lime green with a lighter lime green and trees. It's a tone on tone, so it's a green with a green. I'm picking up thread with my Mike and Ike's off my clothes. Hey, you're going too fast. All right, good night, Sanaya. Thank you for coming out and hanging out. Heck yeah, Myconites. Why not? Yes, these colors are definitely 100% popping out of this quilt. I'm super duper happy with how it's coming out. And I might just stop with this border. We'll see. I kind of want to encase it with black though. I can't hide my Myconites on my lap. The quilt top is covering them now. It's kind of what this quilt top reminds me of, Myconites. Nice bright colors. Look at that. Okay? It matches. There we go. That's easier. Actually, the binding is pre-planned. It is all the fabrics that are in here from the fat quarters, cut down into 2.5-inch strips, and it's going to be subcut down all these colors, and I'm probably going to just cut them in half and do a scrappy binding. And I'm going to actually pre-bake that while I'm sitting here doing that. That way when I put everything out to the garage, to my pile of need to quilt quilts, this will be ready with its binding and all. I had to flip a seam. Yes, scrappy binding to match. That's why I wanted to put the black on the outer edge, but then I'm thinking, you know what? It might look good with the binding directly to this because it's mixed with these colors already. Because I can put the black in the binding with the rest of those strips. Yep, it's going to be awesome. I'm exited out of my screen to see you guys for a minute because my son is talking to me, the one that doesn't live with me. He's messaging me on Messenger, and I'm trying to read everything that he said. But it looks like he's done talking, so. Okay. Whew. These Myconites are so juicy. What does everyone say when they want something and someone's online? Runs out to get Myconites? Runs out to the nearest Circle K? Or grocery store? My 1/4-inch seam kind of got a little close there to the edge. I guess I wasn't paying attention. almost to the end of this row, and then 2 more sides after this. So do I. It spoke to me. My husband never likes any of the colors I choose. Like, he didn't like that butter color. But then it was like, wow, you made that look great. And then he didn't like this green one. He said, why are you buying that? I said, because, just watch. It's going to go in something. And sure enough, he said, wow, that looks amazing. Some people just don't see it like we do. Alright, coming to the end. Same procedure. Making sure it's laying nice and flat. Folding it up onto itself. Creating a finger crease. Insert scissors and cut. Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, the ones that are darker prints like these were bundled together, and then the lighter ones, these ones were a bundle with the polka dots and stuff. But I figured they all go together. To me, they all went together. And I think this orange was actually in the bundle with these, and this green was in the bundle with these. So yeah. Four, 5-pack, 2 of each bundles, making 20. Yes, they do. I have some other ones out there too that I wanted to make into something, and you would have never thought they'd go together, but they actually go together. They're bought at 2 separate stores, 2 separate times, but they go together. Like, they're not even the same fabric lines, but I think a lot of fabric lines actually, it's like a repeat. They all have the same exact stuff. I don't know. All the fabric has been made over the years. All the designs, and I don't know. Seems like it's already been done. Today at Walmart, there was like 15 different snowman prints. I'm like, really? Are you serious? Like I was saying yesterday about my hair, it's everywhere. It's also being picked up with all the string from the... Okay. 2 more sides. I find it so much easier to do borders this way than doing it all the other fancy ways. I think I'm getting real close on the amount of cuts I needed. Not being able to take that last cut off that fabric. I can take the end off of it that was 2.5 inches. But I think I'm going to be cutting it super close here because I had those mess up pieces. It's like I add these two borders and this thing becomes even heavier. Like super heavy. Are you guys going to be ready to do that Bargello next? It's all drawn up. Got all my measurements down. It's all on paper. How much fabric is needed. I think what I'm going to do with my Instagram is for people that do make what I'm making, like you, Michelle, making the binding tool star. I think with the Instagram, what I'm going to do is tags, put a hashtaggy thing on something like that specific quilt so that it makes that folder, and then you guys can post your stuff on Instagram, hashtag whatever, like Tiffany's Quilting Life project number, whatever, some kind of hashtag. That way, all your guys' stuff can be shared with me, so I can actually see, since I'm the one talking here and making the video, and you guys, I can't see what you're doing, so I think I'm going to do that with my Instagram, hashtag something, so that it can go directly to one file, and then you guys can put your stuff on Instagram. Jelly rolls is, hold on, let me... Two jelly rolls that are as best as you can find in a very good color combo. The best kind of jelly roll, like what I'm using, is jelly rolls that have two of the same fabrics in it. Because the way I'm making this one, specifically this Bargello, is I'm making it in panel sections. So it'll be 4 panel sections for the top, 4 panel sections for the bottom, and then connecting the panel sections, and they'll be put together differently. I will be able to walk you guys through every step of it. I have not made it, it's just in my head now on paper, and I have the stuff. Secondarily, I'm doing, and you guys can do it totally differently, but I'm doing 3 different pop colors, so a yard of each color for my pop color is going to be my solids. So my jelly rolls have reds, blues, greens, purples, whatever. So I'm going to use a blue, a red, and probably a dark gray or black. And I just decided to go with the yard of each because the border is going to use the rest of the solids to make something really cool with the border. So that's why. And it's approximate finished size with no borders. Just once the 2 panels are made and hooked together, is going to be 59 by 76. Both numbers. It's 59.5 by 76.5. And that's just from 1/4 inch seam measurements and so on and so forth. So I hope you guys understand that. So 2 jelly rolls, and it seems like a lot because normally 2 jelly rolls, like if you guys watch Missouri Star, 2 jelly rolls can make a king size quilt, but that's if you're using a pattern. Because this is a Bargello, it's using I'm using up all like 79 inches worth of the jelly roll. So if the strip is 40 inches, you know, and 2 strips together, it's going to create that to make that 76 and a half inch long quilt, and once with all those seams missing. So yeah, I'm utilizing every last bit of 2 jelly rolls plus 3 yards of fabric. So beware for that. And do you guys like my idea about the Instagram thing? So that we can all share with each other the, you know, the progress or whatever of what you guys are making as well with me. Because we can like hashtag it to say something like Bargello quilt progress, you know, or whatever. My rolls, hold on, I gotta tell you guys this one. I think my rolls are only 40 strips, but I did take that into account. And they're like way out of my way. Yeah, mine got 40 in them. But I'm going to be pulling some out because I'm adding the 3 solids. So 3 of these lovely colors that are in here are going to be pulled. But mine has 2 of each color. Some have 3, so it'll probably be the ones that have the 3 colors. You know? So if that one has 3, I'll pull that one. That one's 2, 2, 2, 2. So yeah, it'll be the ones that have the 3. So you can get the 42 strip ones if you guys want. If you find the ones that you want. Mine, I got them at Tuesday morning. Okay, I'm gonna catch back up. Yep, 2 same ones. Unless you want, at Tuesday morning today, they had jelly rolls that were batiks, and the colorway, it went, and then they had another one that was even brighter, so it had like really darks and then pastels. But I honestly, in my opinion, I don't think that would have looked right with the way I designed it, but you guys can do it however you want. The only thing that you need is some kind of colorway from a darkest to a lightest, and or from red, green, or, you know, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple kind of thing, with those 3 solids to go with it. But you can also do it in solids and use your pop color as solids that aren't in it, like white, black, and gray. Get where I'm going here? And I'm definitely going to we'll do Instagram pictures throughout the process of doing it then. That way I can hashtag things. I got to ask one of the kids how to do the hashtag things. That make sure they all go to an album that not everybody else is in. And it'll be just my Tiffany's Quilting Life Bargello project, you know. This week I got to finish getting the fabric ready for the other one, so it'll probably be whatever day I have off during the week we can start it, which I'll be able to tell you in a minute. Let me finish the steam and I'll tell you. Because I want to do it on a day off where I actually have time to work with you guys instead of doing it late nights. You know? Especially for those of you who are going to be following. Alright, I'm going to exit out of this for a second so that I can see. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm off Thursday this week. So, Thursday. Sometime Thursday, hopefully we'll start. And if any of you, when I go back to the messenger, let me know. If that doesn't work for any of you, I could always change it. Maybe you guys could all talk together. For the ones that are following, make sure you let it, you know, just say that you're going to be following with it, and then say what time between this week and next week, if Thursday will work for you for me to start it. Because I work Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm off Thursday, and I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And all Sunday I'll be off early though, so I could also do it on Sunday afternoon, because after 4 p.m. So let me know. Let me get back over to the video. So yeah, let me know if you guys want. I could push it off till next week. That way I can get things started on the one for my customer, you know. You're not gonna follow Duana? Look at you. You're just gonna watch. That's okay. It doesn't bother me when people watch. Although you're gonna watch it and you'll be like, ah man, I need to make this. Well, you can still participate in the Instagram part of it, Marie. Yes, definitely. So yeah, I guess I'll just put it on. I'll just start when I start, and then, which will either be Thursday or Sunday afternoon. So you guys just watch out for Thursday and Sunday afternoon. One of those days, and those of you that are on my Facebook, I can just do if I'm going on and starting the Bargello specifically, you know? Because I actually have no other projects. That I tried to keep everything open besides the customer quilt. I tried to keep all my projects to the side, things that I've been neglecting, because I really, really want to do the Bargello. Like I really, now that I got the idea on paper and everything wrote down, I'm so anxious to finally just put it together. Yes, get your wallets finished. I don't know, I'll tell you guys when I do it, when I start it, because I have to go on Instagram, which is on that. I don't have Instagram on my cell phone. I'll go on it from my tablet though, and I'll take a picture of my drawing, I guess, I don't know, and put it on there. I'll just take my Tiffany's Quilting Life and put it on there, so that way it creates the hashtag and then the album that everything will go to. And just hope that nobody else posts in it. Like all my followers. Ugh. I doubt it though, because I don't think, if they don't hashtag that specific thing, I don't think it goes into anything. Alright, I don't know what side I'm on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think I'm on side 4. Look at that. Yeah, that'll work, Michelle. Like I said, I'm new to Instagram. You guys know this. I'm new to all of that. I get to side 4 and that's when I run out of bobbin. There it is. Sometimes I widen these so tight. Yeah. Oops. Better put that away before I lose it. Can you Michelle, you use the Instagram. Can you delete something on Instagram? Like, say you make a post and it goes to one of those things. If you delete the post, does it get rid of the pictures that are in that hashtagged area? Like all of the hashtagged areas, or does it stay? That's one thing I don't know, because I deleted a bunch of pictures, but I don't know if they're still in the area where they had hashtags on them. So you're making a sampler, Luana? And even being new, the way, hopefully, that the Bargello will come out, it's going to be 100% beginner who's never even quilted before, friendly. Or never even pieced before, because technically it's piecing. I made it to where it's going to be super simple. Yeah, I have no clue about that hashtagging things, and I do know that if we all hashtag when you guys make the quilts and I make progress and stuff, I do know that if we all do that same hashtag, just the one hashtag, you don't have to put a bazillion unless you want to. It goes specifically, when you click on it, to an album that holds the pictures of everyone doing that same thing. My kids use it, not me. I just barely started. Okay. Where will I post what? Oh, Michelle, what I was thinking was I can take the and edit my binding tool star quilt on my Instagram, and then I'll edit the description and hashtag it Tiffany's Quilting Life, because you did the binding tool star as well. So that way you can put yours there as well, so everybody can see. I'll just put Tiffany's Quilting Life on all the hashtags, because then it will all go to the same spot then, right? Look at me learning from you all. You learn from me, I learn from you. This thing is like enormous. Oh my god, I am like really seriously almost to the end. I cut just enough strips, like literally. Alright, coming again. So I'm going to hold this up and show you guys, and you tell me if I should go around it with black one more time, or if I should just leave it and wait until the scrappy binding gets put on. which will have black in anyway. Yeah, pretty much. That will take it to an album so that everyone's pictures will go to the same area, or it's found that way. That's the only thing I think that will come in handy when it comes to those sites. Alright. I don't know how I'm going to lay this out completely for you guys to be able to see this borders as well.
Are you still making a video?
Yeah.
This is like a third one.
This is the last one for this one, besides putting the binding together.
Well, soon enough, we need the toys, lady. Yep. Hi, people.
That's Maxine in here. Yeah, the binding is going to definitely finish this off. We'll see right now. Let me get a chance to hold this up, because now I have my daughter in here too, so I can put the camera at a different angle. We can just hold it up together.
I saw the baby today.
Cute.
She started walking. Well, not on her own, but you know what I mean.
Alright.
Why do you have Skittles in the bed? Yeah,
It's
Skittles.
not Skittles, it's Mike Knights. Because it was my snack. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to let it on the bed.
Okay.
Help me real quick.
I have chores to do, baby.
I know.
Holy moly, this is big.
Yeah.
For that lady?
Nope.
Why don't you work on that one then?
Because I don't have all the fabric.
Then go to the store and get all the fabric. Your hands stay off.
I went to the store and got some fabric. They don't have what I was looking for. This thing is huge. Stop putting it that way. I need to see how much comes with this one. Without the pillows, it would be better. But I'm going to take them all out. Alright, guys. Let me move this and we'll see. Ready? I can't see any comments either, by the way.
Oh, bro.
So,
Love you.
those are the last two borders. Look at it, totally covers my sheets now. It goes all the way up to the top. I should have made the sides wider than the bottom. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because I'm using black in the binding. It's going to be scrappy, but the black is going to make it enough strips to bind this big thing. Because now it is probably 100 and whatever I said, or 90 something by 90 something by 100 and something. So 80, 81, 82, 83. So it's like 83.5 or 84 by 97.5. No, you gotta double that number because I'm counting number 4, so 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. So 87 by 102.
Mom, I was going to tell you real quick.
Hold on a second. Alright guys, so that's it. Hold on, let me see if I can't leave this right here so that you can see. That better. Don't mind all my string though, okay? So that's pretty big. If all those pillows weren't in the bed, it would lay a lot flatter, you know?
Ooh, it looks really good on this.
Doesn't it? It looks good in person. I was just glad it came out clear. All right. Yep. Okay. Come on.
Smile.
Yeah, I'm smiling. You see me the whole time anyway.
Don't get me. Bye.
Okay. Let's get back into the position. Let's see. Does this say how long I've been on? Dang it! I totally forgot.
You've
So
been
look at
on for a long time. Let's just say that.
Okay. Where's the? How do you tell how long someone? Oh, right there. 1 hour 47, 46, 47 minutes. Same thing. All right, guys. Now I have this huge disaster in here. Oh my goodness. So now that I have string everywhere, take it off my bed so that I can press it when I'm done with the video. For now, I'm just gonna lay it right here so you guys can see it while I end the video. So, alright, let's see. When it came to size, okay, what it was it was 79.5 by 93.5. Then I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to each side and 8 to the top and bottom. So that's 8 total, I mean. So whatever. Like super horrible. So. Yeah. Alright guys, so for anybody that's new, like this video and any other video, and press a button of some sort that gets the notifications to even let me know that I'm on live, since 90% of my videos are live videos. And that's it for the disappearing 4-patch, and I'm definitely going to make the binding scrappy, but by the time I get to I'm going to do that tonight, put it together. So I thank everybody for being here and watching and hanging out with me while I added these borders, because I really wanted to do it last night, but I was like, I can't go on live, nobody's going to be on, and I wanted you all to watch and see me complete the top. So now it is complete, and I just need to de-string it and press it the rest of the way now that these borders are on, so that way the borders can lay as flat as the rest of it's laying. So I thank you all for watching, and yes, the bell. Anything else for anybody that's new? My Facebook, my Instagram, my Etsy shop, they are all in the description below. And even my email, but the email you cannot click on it, but the rest of the links are clickable. Email you just have to copy and paste. So you can email me directly if you need any information on something. So thank you guys for hanging out, and I will see you either Thursday or Sunday. You will know, because if you hit that ding thing, it'll go ding, that person's on. Bye guys, thank you for watching. You're welcome, Michelle, Teresa, Michelle, Tracy, let's see, Susan, Marie, and anybody else out there. Thank you for letting me teach you. Bye guys.